As you can see, we've got a rather large yew hedge. I will say now that some of the footage, the quality isn't great. The sun was coming up and there was a heavy dew. I think everything's shiny. I think the camera was struggling to focus, but I've salvaged what I can from it for you. I actually started in the middle of the hedge and sort of done that middle block, and then actually worked my way to the left. It just seemed easier that way. There wasn't really any specific reason for it. It just felt more comfortable to do it that way. I did trim top and both sides, but I only actually filmed this side and just doing that top edge. Basically, someone forgot to charge the camera up. Yew is probably in the sort of top 3 of my favourite hedges to cut, but the downside of yew hedges, they tend to be rather big. You don't tend to get them, well I don't, sort of 6 foot high and 2 foot wide. They always are good size as a rule. This is an interesting one to do in respect. You got the typical shrubbery at the bottom of the hedge, which can make access a little bit awkward. But to the left I have to go behind the summer house, and to the right hand side, which you'll see in a little bit, it's a little bit more awkward to get around. I did this pretty much the same as I do most big hedges. Usually run 2 machines, short reach and a long reach. I tend to break sort of big hedges down to sections. Do sort of one section with the short reach, then change over to the long reach. I find it's a bit easier on your arms through the day, sort of swapping about the machines. Further along the hedge now, and I'm sort of tucked in behind the summer house, and you can pretty much, you're seeing what I'm seeing when I'm cutting, and the only thing you can't see is all the shrubbery when I get a bit further along, sticking in in the back of me, and it does push you about, or you often get the engine caught in branches, and you've got to be a little bit careful because you sort of go to move the machine, you don't realise the engine's in a branch, and I can dig in a little bit that cut head. But I can honestly say this steel cut head absolutely knife through butter on the U. And this is a quick view from the middle. That end's all done now. As you can see, the edge isn't flat, far from it. It's quite lumpy and bumpy. It's got character. That's one thing I like about you. Definitely has character. And here we are on the far end, and this is a bit more interesting, shall we say. We're on the shed roof, and it's the only access to the hedge from this part. But you can see where we got to go. Cut across there. There is actually a tunnel down there, sort of in the U hedge, and a little gap down there I've got to get into as well. And there's this bit all done. Quite come out quite nice. And you can see just there the last little bit I've got to do, which I did from the ground with the tripod, obviously. At this point I can actually remember quite well putting this tripod in here. The leg kept catching on a bit of mahoney, and every time I thought I'd got the leg over the top of it, it just kept catching on it, and one of them moments you get a bit frustrated with it, but we got there in the end. I did this hedge last year working off an extension ladder, like we all have, and I can honestly say working off a tripod ladder this year, it made a massive difference, really did. I knocked at least 2 hours off this job, time wise, compared to last year. I think I did this in total in about 5.5 hours, and like I say, that was top and both sides, and there it's all done. I was quite pleased with it. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Thank you.